Okay, howdy y'all. Randy Redneck here. It's 1:30 in the afternoon on April 17th. No, April 18th, 2019. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. 60 degrees out. We got a light rain going on. And we're going to convert this here tractor tire into a flower container. Now you can do this with tires. The tool you'll need is what is this? It's a knife. I can't remember what kind of knife it is. Anyway, you'll need this. And the thing is you can convert tires into flower planters, but you don't want to convert them to anything that you're going to grow edibles in. So anyway, we'll take our knife and we'll start cutting the tire here. Now this tire is old. It's got a little bit of dry rot. It come off my lawn tractor the other day. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting. I don't know if you can see. There's a line here in the rubber, and I'm cutting along that line as best I can. And you'll see why. Now I like doing this, especially with these little tires, because it keeps most of the tire out of the waste stream. You can still recycle the small parts that you're not going to use, but for the most part, especially in certain locations out in the sticks and whatnot, you will end up finding tires alongside the road and in the ditches where people just threw them away. So, alright, we got that opened up. You can see some green water in there, and that's because this tire was plugged once before, and some slime was put in it to keep it from leaking. But what we're going to do is I'm going to run down, give it a rinse out, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, we got our tire here rinsed out fairly decent. We're going to get in here and get rid of this here plug, because we don't need it. So we'll just get in here with our knife and cut it out. Alright. Now, we got that one going. We left the other side in there, and you'll see why here in a bit. But now we're going to make petals on this. And how we're going to do that is we're going to start from the edge here and cut notches into the tire every so often. 1, 2, 3. I figure about every third little bit of tread should be alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, you are using a sharp knife, so be careful. You know, always try to cut away from yourself in an attempt not to cut yourself. Now, if you mess up on one of these little petals and don't get it the exact same size as the others, don't worry about it. Like most redneck things, it's doesn't have to be perfect, it's just got to be workable. Alright, looks like we got one that might be a little bigger than the others, but that's alright. Now comes the hard part. What we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to turn this tire inside out. And we're going to do that like this. Push down on that ring on that other side, and we just work it around. It ain't gonna be easy now. You know, some of them are easier than others, but oftentimes you get a stubborn one. Oh, come on, you stubborn piece of rubber. Come on, get there. You know you want to. Come on, get there. Woo! There we go. Now, we got us a pot. We got us a pot with petals. We can fill it with dirt and plant flowers or something in it. This tire will last 10 years before it breaks down too much more. So you can get a 10-year flower pot. Like I say, these are great if you use them for a flower pot. Don't grow anything edible in or near them, because they will over time leach out and get into the plants. My mother taught me how to do this about 30 years ago. She's 76 now, so that should tell you something about what goes on. But anyway, we got that tire done. Oh, everything took less than 15 minutes to do, so we turned an old worn out tire into a new flower pot. It's a way to recycle and upcycle without putting much stuff into the waste stream. Again, what you know, if you ain't got ready access to tire recycling, this is something you can do. And like I say, if you use them right, you can put them around the yard, and they'll actually be aesthetic enhancement. Anyway, this here's a handy redneck. I'll talk at y'all later.